Good morning, and thank you all for being here. I'm Margaret Lowe. I'm president of AtlanticLIVE, and we bring the Atlantic's journalism to life to stages across the country, and we are so glad to be here in New York with all of you to grapple with one of the most urgent issues of our time, water, and all the vulnerabilities associated with water. And in many ways, although you can't see it anymore, you probably saw it as you walked in, this city is the perfect backdrop for this conversation. New York would not be New York without the harbor, the Hudson River, and the East River. This is geography that helped power this city's ascent, and yet New York is also so exposed because it is surrounded by water. Just last week, the federal government issued a special report about the immediate perils of climate change. And among other dire conclusions, the report makes abundantly clear the toll that rising seas will take on places like New York, where nearly 250,000 residents live in areas at risk of flooding. And those numbers mean that this city is more at risk than any other city in the country. And beyond this country, flooding and drought will impact the health and well-being of nearly every person on this planet. There is a lot to unpack today. Today, we will hear from city leaders and planners, environmentalists and activists to discuss the water issues of the moment, from preparing for bigger storms here and across the country to protecting clean drinking water around the world. And before we begin, I do want to take a moment to thank our underwriters. This event would not be possible without their support, so please join me in thanking Nestle Waters North America and the World Wildlife Fund. Thank you. Some practical notes, too. Please silence your cell phones, but don't put them away, because we would love you to join the conversation on Twitter. We're at AtlanticLIVE and using the hashtag AtlanticWater. And with that, let's begin.